Hello, it's the Beginner Crafter. Welcome to another WIPMAS episode. It's been day number 4, but it's the 5th episode of the series. And I had a really good day yesterday. I did stitch a lot. And first let's go with the piece that was selected by the wheel. And that was the Extraordinary Birds stitch along, and this is what it's going to look like once it's finished. As you can see, lots of beautiful creatures, and this is what it looked like yesterday because I did work on it yesterday as well, and this is what it looks like today. It's so much fuller. I stitched over 600 stitches today, well, yesterday, and it's so much fuller. This area here got so many details. Wonderful, I love it so much. This bird, this bird as well starts becoming a bird. Here, those two, I don't really know what they are. I think they're doves or pigeons. So this bird or creature got a lot more detail, and even this one got a little bit. So now it stopped looking like a seal to me, because with the silhouette that was here up till yesterday, I felt it looked like a seal, and my mind was like, why would a seal be here? It's Extraordinary Birds stitch along. But somehow I saw the seal every time. And the flowers, look, they finally look like flowers, not just spots of colors. I got rid of, I think, 7 thread colors because I finished them out. And apart from the one that I still need to finish on this bird here, some brown one, I only have one more color that has fewer than 100 stitches, and I hope that will mean less scattered stitches, so that it will be easier to say where I actually stitched, because there are some stitches I know I put and you can't really see, I can't really see now where they were. And I guess only with comparison to what it looked like before I started stitching today, it will be more visible where those stitches are. I can see, especially when I'm stitching from, small distance, that the black work is going to be necessary to see all the detail, because in some areas where there are 2 birds, for example, together, or there's a bird and something else, it's not always easy to see where one bird starts and another element begins. So black work will be necessary to have it really with its full potential, but I still love it. And thankfully, because of stitching over 100 stitches, I'm much closer to the finish. I won't have to stitch like 200 stitches a day, which is fine. I think tomorrow, because I don't think the wheel will select it again day after day. I think tomorrow I might not stitch on Extraordinary Birds, maybe just a little bit, because I would like to give it a rest after today, because 600 stitches on one project is a lot in one day, and even though I love this project, I don't want to stop loving it. And I think I will move to one of my full coverages, not Miranda, so most likely Envy, because this is Envy's month, or maybe Avarice as well, just to get some stitches in Avarice as well. But that was it for Extraordinary Birds. Then I also stitched a little bit on the 2025 stitch along from Peppermint Purple. I basically finished the square here. I just didn't really do much else because I wanted to stitch on Extraordinary Birds and other projects as well. So I stitched just that square, which means that after I finish off this black thread, I will start putting in the fillers, so I will reach my next goals, next level goals for the year. So I'm closer to that as well. And also I stitched a little bit on Sashiko project, and I think I finished this star here, and I moved on a little bit upwards and a little bit to the area here. So a little bit of a progress, but it's a progress. And I think I will also stitch on Sashiko every day, even if it's just like one star a day. I don't have that many stars to finish. Let me have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, possibly 12, but I find it difficult to count those stars. Just the pattern is so full of lines in going into different directions. I don't always see immediately where one star finishes and another starts, but I think about 12 stars to stitch. So hopefully I will be able to stitch every day on at least one star, and then have it finished pretty early, with a possibility to start the last project that I have for Sashiko, and yeah, have another goal reached like easily in this case. And the last project I worked on was the project that I worked on a lot yesterday, so the Wishbone Sweater, and this is where I finished it yesterday, and I knitted, I think 3 or let me have a moment. This project, that project, I think 3.5 rounds I knitted on the Wishbone Sweater, and now I'm at 4.5 centimeters, almost 5 centimeters to be honest, so almost 2 inches. So I'm almost at 2/3 of what the pattern suggests the hem should be. So that's really nice. I ran out of Drops Kid Silk, I think it is. I can never remember the name of the yarn, but I think it was Drops Kid Silk. So that's gone. So I'm now only using the Double Sunday by Sunless Garn, and I can see the difference when I look at it up close, because I can see that this lighter thread doesn't appear in the last round, and the lighter one is the Kid Silk, so it's not here. Other than that, it looks fine. It's going to be on the bottom of the sweater So I don't think it's going to cause any problems. I don't think it will be very noticeable, so I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm writing it out and hoping to finish it pretty soon, because the yarn has arrived for the test knit. It's going to be noisy for a moment because it came in a bag that's very, very, very crunchy. So that's the bag. Oh. Thank God it opens easily. So the yarn I bought is Drops Daisy Mix. It's 100% extra fine merino wool, and it's color 27. I think it was described as marzipan. So it's a gray. It's like a pearly gray. And we'll see what it looks like. It's going to be one of my first projects with quite a neutral color, but I decided for the project, for the jacket, to try it with a color that will be quite versatile and can be both for more elegant attires, but also a bit more casual if I need it. So I didn't want, well, I didn't want black because it would kill my eyes to stitch it in black. And when I was looking for yarn, the yarn that Inge said she was using, I found it in one of the shops, but they only had very vibrant colors, and they only had like 3 or 4 balls of it, and I need 14, so I had to opt out of that one because I didn't really want such a vibrant color. I don't wear vibrant colors really. I'm mostly muted, like you can see today, gray, black. So the yarn brand did have a brown, but it was, like I said, intense brown color, which I wasn't too happy about. But it also had, they also had like 2 balls of it, so like I wouldn't know when they would be able to stock more. And it's Christmas time happening, so I decided to know I'll look for a different type of yarn. So I got this one. And I've got myself fun to finish the lotus rug. Could I take care of that tomorrow? Because that will be great. But I'll need to have a look what crochet hook I was using, like what size. Because I don't remember, I didn't work on it for a really long time, and I don't think I noted it anywhere. So I'll need to have a look if maybe I noted it in the pattern. Hopefully I did. I think it was the black one from Drops Circus. So that would be, I think 4mm. I don't know. I'll have to check. I also got, yes, because I bought for quite a lot of money, I got a sticker as a gift, but also they send this shop, they sent candy, and the name of the shop is Mila Druciarnia, and this is a very popular candy in Poland. It's kind of like fudge, but yeah, I think we mostly translate it as fudge. But so yeah, this is their tradition that they send gifts like that. I was watching some of Jen's Stitchy Corner Flossmas videos. Jen, thank you for your shout out. It was very nice to be mentioned. And I watched a few of, I mean, she did record just a few of them because it's the beginning of December. And I suddenly realized that I don't really have any Christmas projects. I have a project that I need to finish, and I've needed to finish it for the last few years. The Christmas bubble. I cross-stitched it years ago. Now I just need to cut it out and glue it to the bubble and it should be finished. But I don't really have any cross-stitching project that is holiday oriented, and this is something I need to think about for the next Flossmas or WIPMAS for me, because I don't think I will be just going for cross-stitching projects anytime soon. I have so many knitting projects to make that next year will be full. And I do have a lot of magazines for cross-stitching, so I'm sure I have some projects that I can use for Christmas and stitch something Christmassy. Are you tak serio? Sorry for the noise, but I think my dog wants to be noticed as well in the video, even though you can't really see his head because he's a bit camera shy, but he still wants to be noticed. So, as I was saying, I don't have any seasonal cross-stitching projects. I don't generally stitch or craft seasonally too much, because I also noticed that some knitters knit according to the season. So for winter they start well, some of them knit sort of a season ahead. So in autumn they start knitting winter things so that they finish the project before winter comes. Some of them stitch according to what season it is now. So in winter they stitch scarves, gloves, or mittens mostly, I guess, and cozier sweaters. I don't redo that. I cannot predict how long it will take me to stitch something or to knit something, so for me it doesn't make much sense, at least not yet. Maybe after I'm more advanced, I can knit faster and I know more about my predicted timeline, I will start doing that as well. But for now, I don't. But I think with cross-stitching, I could incorporate a seasonal project into WIPMAS next year. But it will be a next year project. And also another thing, and this is just my brain completely not noticing, that we're in December. Shocking. And it's time for advent calendars, and I had not looked into any crafts related calendars, and actually on Monday my students asked me about whether I had any advent calendars. I was like, oh, I had not thought about it. I hadn't planned for it. So on Monday I went on Amazon and I looked for some advent calendars. I was mainly looking for candle ones because I tend to go for scented candle calendars, but I couldn't find any Yankee Yankee Candle calendars, and these are my favorites. They have really nice scents. I guess I started looking too late for them, but I did find calendar with dog treats, so I bought this one. And I bought a calendar with American sweets. So today, because I got it today, I opened already the 4 December days boxes or areas, and I got Reese's white chocolate peanut butter cup, I think they were, and they were quite tasty. However, they were very salty and very sweet at the same time, which is not a combination I'm used to. And in general, I think we in Europe don't have such extreme tastes. I think our food is a bit more moderate in any type of taste. So then the second day was Warheads, and it says extreme sour, and it is extremely sour. I mean, after you get through to the candy itself, it's really tasty, but the sourness was really shocking to me. We do have some sour candy in Poland, but from what I remember, it is sour. You do make a face because of that, but the sourness level is not very extreme. Maybe now there are more options for kids, but I'm not a big fan of sour taste, so I've never tried. These were extremely sour. Then I got Mike and Ike. What are those? Chewy assorted fruit flavored candy. They reminded me a bit of those Bertie's all flavored beans, the Harry Potter related ones. And they were really good. I love them. I haven't eaten all of them yet because today I would have a lot of sweets eaten. And day 4 were Lemonhead. Very small candy. And it does taste like lemon. So not entirely my favorite, because again, a little bit more sour than what I'm used to. But not bad. So today, because it's already the 5th of December, I can open another box. Just let me find number 5, because the numbers are quite small in here. And sometimes it's very difficult to find the correct box. Oh, there's number 5. Oh, and it's in the Statue of Liberty's head, which is a shame to sort of have her decapitated. And it's Reese's again. Yay. What a nice word. Nutrageous. Okay. Nutrageous. Nice one. I liked it. So this is what the calendar looks like. And it's 24 US sweets. It's made by a German company called, I think, Umbrella, or the other one is Krautburger. I don't know if they are together or which is which, because the description is in German and my German is quite basic, so I wouldn't really know what it says. But I can tell that the candy is very much American. We don't have that intense tastes in Europe too much. So it's been nice discovering American sweets, because from what I can tell, Reese's is a classic. I haven't heard of those Warheads, Mike and Ike's, or Lemonheads, but they've been nice to try. And if there are any American people watching, please let me know if it's really something classic. I know Reese's is, but all the other ones, are they really known and popular in the US, or is it just a scam for us Europeans who don't know much about American candy, and they can give us whatever they want as long as they put some Reese's. It looks fine. So yeah, I think this will happen every time. I will open one of the boxes to see what candy I got, and this candy will be something I will eat to power me through all the stitching. Tomorrow will be a bit a difficult day because I have a lot of lessons. I need to wake up very early. I finish quite late, and then I also have a private lesson. So I won't really get much stitching done because I also will be exhausted from the whole week of work. So it's not going to be a super fun day. So this nutrageous chocolate bar, chocolate candy, peanuts, peanut butter and caramel, this will power me through those few hours that I actually can stitch something or knit something. And for the last element, the last portion of today's video, spin the wheel. Let's see what the what the wheel will select for me to be my focus piece tomorrow. Oh, Blackwork Stitch Along for 2025. Nice, because then I will definitely finish off the black thread. But I think the way I will work is I will finish off the thread, because I don't think this thread will be enough to finish the whole square. So I will finish the thread. That will be the first sort of part for me to work. Then I will knit the Wishbone Sweater, and then I will start filling the grids. I don't know if I will be able to fill the whole grid tomorrow, because that will depend on how complicated the design is. Sometimes the pattern is relatively easy, so I can do it at one go. Sometimes it's a bit more complicated, so I divide it into parts, so there will be a bit more knitting than stitching, possibly. But yeah, it's good that I've got this on my wheel, because then I can really make a lot of progress here and possibly even finish another level goal tomorrow. That would be fun. That would be great, actually, to have that stitched on. And if I have time, I'll also try to stitch on Envy or Avarice. I'll decide tomorrow. Probably Envy, because it's lighter, and I will start stitching when it's really dark. So I think I will be stitching on Envy, because even though it's dark green for a lot of the areas, green is lighter than brown. So I think I'll stitch on that tomorrow. Well, today, but after I wake up and come back from work, so I count it as tomorrow. If you've liked the video, please click the thumbs up. It's always appreciated and helps a lot. Consider subscribing to the channel to see the progress of WIPMAS and all my projects. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to say, for example, about the candy. Thank you for watching, and hopefully see you next time. Bye!